Welcome along, race fans, here to the Cleveland Street Course. A well-known track in Ohio, the Sony Cup Series has had its fair share of races at this very vicinity. A disastrous event in 2018 where it was rained, and pretty much a chaotic race kind of gave this track a little bit of danger for today. But in the Hardee's National Series, we're at this very racetrack to see some good old racing and to see the action that's really showcased in the Sony Cup Series. Hannah Allen on pole here in the number 0 car with Tim Fiegel on her outside as the pace car is off and the green flag waves. We're underway here at Cleveland. And already cars going 4 wide into turn 1, all for the race lead. James Shelley really sending it into turn 1 and also almost getting turned off the bumper of Sean Angel, while you see Vance Conwell and Tim Fiegel all trying to capitalize, all side by side, 3 wide down the stretch and into turn number 2. Hannah Allen, though, keeping her foot in it, holding her ground, while Conwell and Fiegel are looking to try and get the proper apexes in the corners to see if they can pass that 0 car just like that. But as the field rages through turn 3 and into turn 4, Vance Conwell puts his nose underneath the 0, and now they're side by side for the race lead. Conwell looking to see if he can lead lap number 1 of the event and to try and take command of the race lead, as Hannah Allen still side by side, holding her ground, trying to be on the defensive, while Conwell's on the offensive. Still side by side, just how dedicated Conwell is to that number 24 car, looking to see if that short run speed could pay off, and those upgrades that Texas Motorsports have promised with that 24 car, as they round through the final 2 corners to end lap number 1 of the event. And Conwell not giving it an inch. Hannah Allen goes wide, and it's lap number 1 that is going to be led by Hannah Allen as the field rounds the final corner. Hard crash in the back. Julio Cesar slammed the turn 10 wall, and Joseph Strigley went for a spin as well. And just like that, some early chaos here at Cleveland, and Hannah Allen, as we mentioned, leads lap number 1. Lap 1 wrecks were inevitable here at Cleveland, and Joey Murphy is a prime example where he bounced off the quarter panel of Garrett Sidner, and poor Peter Onjak ends up on the short end of the stick with a lot of frontside damage by running into that number 40. And another incident happened. Jarrett Gross got a little bit of wheel spin off the corner, and James Silverfox just had a huge amount of momentum and ran over that 94 car, sending him for a good little spin. And Julio Cesar, we saw his car slam that turn 10 concrete barrier. His car went to shambles after William Brock's car. You watch that number 7 car to go slow motion through turn 9 and 10, or really once we get there, that car just getting hit from behind. And once he checks up for J.J. Roberts, Brock just barely clips that 20, and hard into the barrier he went, and out of the race he goes. Vince Freaks, you saw him spinning out, as well as Sam Adoskin, a lot of them just trying to avoid the carnage, and just ended up just spinning out, overcorrecting just because of it. While the Julio Cesar wreck was happening, Joseph Strigley got spun off of the final corner by Jeff James, and James had a really good run, and I'll just decide to use that against Strigley, and the 09 car went for a good 360 spin, no damage done, and Strigley is able to keep on going, but just a lot of chaos on lap 1, showcasing how aggressive these drivers get in the early going. Vance Conwell slipped into the corner, and here comes Tim Fiegel looking to attack, and the longtime veteran looking to see if he can regain that composure, and has had the speed this season, but just not the results to really indicate how quick this driver has been. And Tim Fiegel using that momentum off the exit. Alex Benyako looking to follow on suit. That team actually going a little bit more for the upgrades, and that 8 team looking to take more risk. And it looks like Tim Fiegel, just with the proper run off the corner, just ekes out Vance Conwell for that runner-up spot. And just like that, Conwell drops down to P3, while Alex Benyako and Sean Angel quietly making their way forwards, with Jack Borkins side by side with James Shelley in the background there. As they found the corner, Hannah Allen goes off the track, and that's going to give Fiegel some space and really some time to gain, while Vance Conwell also did the exact same thing, and that's going to cost him 2 spots on the track just like that. And from 2nd to 5th goes Vance Conwell in that McDonald's machine, and if you just mess up that last corner, that's going to cost you dearly, as you see a 3-way battle for the all-important 6th position between Jack Porkins, James Shelley, and Corey Williams. It looks like Corey Williams will not be able to really get the both of them, but James Shelley will get around Jack Porkins for that 6th spot. Ooh, Corey Williams really wheel hop turn 5, and here comes Bradley Bishop Jr. looking to get on the attack, pouncing on there like a predator here today. And to the outside he goes on Corey Williams, a really brave move on the 14 car, and Williams looking to defend his position. He knows that every point is on the line here with Bishop Jr. leading the point standings. He needs to gain as much points as he can on car number 44. Everybody's looking at Bradley Bishop Jr., hoping that that team makes a mistake sometime later on the season. And Corey Williams still holding his ground through 9 and 10, a very tight corner. And Corey Williams holds his ground off the corner. Great exit off turn 10, and he will maintain his position, but a great battle and great defense from Corey Williams. Jack Porkins, though, looking to find something around James Shelley for 6 yet again, but really not able to that time around. As you see, Noah Hart looking to get around Anthony Marchese for a position here that is near the top 20 area, so that is for 17th. But it looks like Noah Hart just couldn't get the exit off the corner, and he will have to find another way to get around Marchese. William Brock looking to try and get around Jeff James for the 20th position, but he just really drove it in way too deep, because here comes Joseph Strigley back at him. James didn't get the good corner speed, but Brock just had to back off just a tad, trying to get on his inside, and Joseph Strigley says thank you very much, a free spot for him, and looking to chase down the very same guy that turned him on lap number 1. But Ross Jackson, though, now trying to find a way around William Brock this time around, while Joseph Strigley looking to try and run off away from that 7 car. Jackson, though, looking to find a way around that 7 car. And right behind the bumper, and he actually turns him off the quarter panel, and Brock trying to save it, spins the car around, and car number 7 goes for a complete 360. Cole Baker looked like he actually spun the car around, but actually managed to save it thanks to Aiden Shepard. So close call for him, so it looks like they'll both be able to keep on going, but William Brock is going to lose a ton of positions just because of it. And here's another angle of the incident. Ross Jackson, you see, just tried to, I think, file back behind William Brock, just hooked the quarter panel. William Brock just trying to wheel it over, trying to save it, and he actually does a really good job not getting into the tire barrier, but just bounces right into Ross Jackson. Jackson lucky he didn't get spun himself because of it. And you see Cole Baker, he tried to avoid it, nearly spun the car around, but thanks to Aiden Shepard's help, the 03 car went for a good little slide, and great wheel and car control from Cole Baker regardless, and he's able to keep on going without much of a hassle. Corey Williams has gone around Jack Porkins for the 7th position, but here comes Bradley Bishop Jr. again to close in and capitalize on Porkins. Looks like that 1 car fading a little bit in this run, and now the 44 looking for a dive to the inside in turn 5 yet again. Bishop Jr. really attacking those corners really well here today. And now looking to the outside, trying to do the same thing he did with Corey Williams early in the event, but was unsuccessful, but looking to be successful on Jack Porkins, and it looks like he actually might be able to a grand pass as of now, but Porkins immediately fighting back on the inside line, looking to see if he can get the drive in the corner, but it looks like that 44 car just a little bit too strong compared to Jack Porkins. So Bradley Bishop Jr., a great and beautiful pass around the peak machine, and Bradley Bishop Jr. will advance his position. Vance Conwell again going off the track. Colton Park, you see him finding the off-road, as well as Scott Roush. But now James Shelley, though, looking to get on the attack on car number 24, using the outside line in turn number 1. Very wide corner for really anybody to kind of experiment, and James Shelley looking to get the exit speed off that corner. And looks like James Shelley will take that 5th position, so car number 71 in the top 5. We haven't really focused too much on the top 4, but Hannah Allen has continued to showcase her strength here today, with Tim Fiegel, though, putting the pressure on. Ooh, Sean Angel really wiggled in the corner, drove it in way too deep, and here comes Alex Benyako. Great opportunity for the 8 team, and now making a move to the inside underneath Sean Angel out of turn 8. And down the mini stretch they go. They're still side by side. Sean Angel certainly not going to give up without a fight through 9 and 10. Very tight corner yet again. And Alex Benyako trying to keep the foot in it. And he will get the spot away. A very gutsy pass from Alex Benyako. He's up to P3, while you see Vance Conwell continuing to drop backwards on the grid here. He is dropping like a stone in this run, and Bradley Bishop Jr. looking to also go on the outside. Looks like the outside line might be the way to go in turn 1. Conwell keeping his nose underneath that 44 car, but Bishop Jr., he just feeling that car very well off the corner in turn 1, and he will actually take that spot away from Vance Conwell. And Conwell, who started very strong in the race, was contending for the lead, now drops down to 8th. The day has gone bad to worse for William Brock, and reporting some mechanical issues for car number 7, and he has brought that car towards the side, so might have actually something wrong with the suspension, but William Brock just not having the weekend he's really wanted in car number 7, got turned off of Ross Jackson's bumper and is now going to head down a pit lane, and it's just been a nightmarish season for William Brock here this year. JJ Roberts and Alexander Rowe been pressuring each other into mistake after mistake, and yet again here comes JJ Roberts looking to try and find a way around car number 05, and JJ Roberts just very stubborn, loving his race car at the moment despite not running the best compared to his teammates, and this is all for the 16th position. You see Bachelia and Marchese side by side. This has been a great battle between the mid-pack, despite the leaders being a little bit spread out, and JJ Roberts just getting a little bit of the run on the mini stretch, and through the right-hander they go. Alexander Rowe looking to have the advantage, but Noah Hart has closed in on the battle, and he's wanting to make it a 3-way battle for the 16th spot. And through turns number 9 and 10, Noah Hart actually wanting to go through the middle of both of them. And what a gutsy move from Noah Hart. He's looking to try and find something, very impatient, but loving his race car in this long run. And JJ Roberts is going to lose out that time around, but Paul Jackson has joined in on the battle here. He wants to have some free spots in the making as Roberts slides it off into turn number 1, a really wide corner for him. And Paul Jackson looks like he's going to get the spot that time around, but JJ Roberts looking to fight back on car number 90 with the exit speed he got. He is now side by side looking to side draft that 4 car, or that 90 car, and Noah Hart goes a little bit wide, and Roberts holding his ground on the outside groove, and looks like he's just going to get the outside momentum, just that exit speed just kicking in for that US Bank Chevy Camaro, and he will edge out Noah Hart just like that. That is for 17th, while Alexander Rowe, though, looking to run away from those 3 drivers, but a great squabble regardless of the top 16. Oh, and Tim Fiegel really swung it off the course, and that's going to allow Sean Angel to attack, with Alex Benyako following his toe. And Alex Benyako just really patient with the car, and Sean Angel, though, going to the outside line this time around, with Tim Fiegel stuck on the inside. Benyako looking to do the same thing, and Sean Angel, though, looking to see if he can get that second spot away, and he will take that second spot away, while Alex Benyako is now going to be attacking car number 43, but Tim Fiegel just has enough momentum, enough substantial momentum to hold off that 8 car for the time being. But Alex Benyako and Sean Angel have been putting the pressure on Fiegel, and you saw Fiegel slip just a little bit, and those mistakes are going to be crucial in what can make or break some track position here today. Here come the leaders down for some pit stops here, and this will be the one and only pit stop that is going to be calculated for this event. And everybody knows they're going to be good on gas, but they're all going for the classic 4 Goodyear tires to get some fresh rubber for their race cars. Sean Angel, everybody else, this is going to be make or break from the pit crews here, and it's a matter of execution that could work into the hands of anybody. And Hannah Allen with a good stop, she's going to be the first one out, but not a really good drive off, because here comes Sean Angel looking to the inside of car number 0. Off of turn 1 they go. Sean Angel with the advantage, not able to clear Hannah Allen because she got a good drive off the corner, and now they're side by side for the race lead, while Corey Williams, you saw in the background, doing an undercut. Hannah Allen and Sean Angel, this is going to be the fundamental race for the win, because if one of those tops out, this could be it for them. But Sean Angel, though, keeping his ground up top. Hannah Allen stuck to the bottom lane, not the preferred lane she wants, and Sean Angel just sends it in the corner, throws that car in there. Sean Angel really patient, loving his race car here today. Hannah Allen, though, has been the dominant car, the class of the field here today, but not wanting to throw it away as they're still side by side. No one's willing to give anything up for this first position. Alex Bianco, though, you see him, he's just watching these two just eke it out in every corner possible. And just a great battle overall between the two of them, no matter who ends up on first. It's just a fantastic battle and an entertaining one for these two as they round turn 9 and 10. This is going to be the money spot here off the corner. And Sean Angel's going to be the one to top out ahead of Hannah Allen. And car number 6 is now your new leader here at Cleveland. But Hannah Allen, though, looking to fight back. She wants to make a move to the inside and sends it into turn number 1, looking to see if she can really put the pressure on Sean Angel, while Corey Williams looking to try and get around Alex Bianco for that third spot, but looks like Williams not able to get around Bianco, and car number 8 will maintain the third spot. Max Ludger now running in the 9th position after the green flag cycle. Great run for Trailblazer at the moment, as you see him now also trying to close in on Jack Porkins. As you can tell, his car just kind of struggling on cold tires here. But Ludger just closing in that gap. As you see, Porkins really drove it in deep. Here comes Combo looking to attack. He spins the 99, and Ludger goes for a good spin off the corner. And just like that, a top 10 run evaporates for the Logitech machine in Max Ludger's race. Well, he's still going to have a solid run out of all this, but certainly a top 10 they wanted is not going to happen here today. And you see, watch Jack Porkins, he just locked up the brakes into the corner, and Max Ludger went for the opportunity, and Conmo, watch him, he just really centered in the corner, had a huge amount of steam, and he just lost the car, the back end really snapping out from under him, and just clipped Max Ludger, sending the 99 for a little spin, and that little spin, like I said, knocks him out of a top 10 run. You see some cars getting some free spots, easy spots for them, and for those that were in the championship fight that were running kind of mediocre are going to love that, because that is a point for them. Ooh, Hannah Allen really stumbled off the last corner, and Alex Bianco now on the attack, looking to take second away, and here comes Corey Williams to join in on the action. And you see James Shelley, don't count him out yet in this battle, but really now it's a 3-car battle, 2 CM cars versus the Lone Curtis racing car, and Corey Williams pushing Alex Bianco to the second spot, and Williams now looking to try and take third away, so looking to try and drop Hannah Allen 2 spots down the pedestal, and Corey Williams now drives it really wide into the corner. Hannah Allen taking the advantage, but here comes the 14 to strike right back and sent it down to the inside, but just not able to really capitalize on Hannah Allen's mistake. But looks like James Shelley, though, might be able to capitalize on Corey Williams just a little bit here, as he is now closed in that gap for that third spot, or really the 4th position between the 14 and the 71. Ooh, and Vance Combo just wiggled off of the final corner, and here comes Jeffrey White with a full head of steam. Look at that momentum that 11 got, and now he's making a move to the inside, weaves to the right, and now trying to pinch Conwell near to the outside of the track. And oh, wiggled in turn 1 went Jeffrey White, and here comes Scott Roush. He just bobbled his way into the picture, flew in there. Now he's wanting to make it 3 wide on the two of them, and just not able to get the run off the corner, but a very gutsy maneuver by Scott Roush. The road course ringer looking to find some good track position here today. Certainly not the weekend he's wanted, but Jeffrey White, though, keeping his ground on Vance Conwell. Conwell just continuing to fade back. Looked very good at the start, as we mentioned, but again, this car just not looking as strong as these others. His adjustments and probably the damage also received might have contributed to his car maybe fading in this run, but Jeffrey White and Scott Roush easily advanced their way past Vance Conwell, and now that 24 car is going to be under the clutches of Kyle Bichelia, Marchese, and Colton Parker. And ooh, Scott Roush actually just wiggled just a little bit there, and that's actually going to allow Conwell to give the pressure to the 3 car, but Roush looks like he just regained that car under control. But that's going to give Jeffrey White himself some breathing space, to say the least, but Scott Roush still finally making his way inside the top 10. Here comes Kyle Bichelia on Scott Roush for the 10th position. This 17 car started way near the back half of the field, around 26th or so, and car number 17 certainly looking to try and prove a statement here today. Despite losing some time on his competitors, Kyle Bichelia showcasing the determination that the 17 has to offer here And Kyle Busch really showcasing his worth in the Hardee's National Series despite him announcing that he will not be returning to the FBRL. Kyle Busch is certainly giving the team one last bang here with these final races coming in. A great recovery run here for the Taxac machine. Oh, and James Shelley really stumbled off the corner just like everybody else, and here comes BBJ to the outside of car number 71 and in a turn 1. Bishop Jr. later on the brakes than Shelley, but James Shelley though keeping his ground, trying to keep his hopes alive. The gap is still pretty slim, but even so, every point on the line, Shelley still fighting back side by side, all for the 5th spot. And Bradley Bishop Jr. continuing that consistency that everybody has feared in that 44 car. The pace has been amazing with this team. Allen Family Race Team looking to see if they can sweep a championship here with Griffin's success. They're also trying to get in the hunt for this title as well. So what could be a grand year for the Dodge Corporation as a whole, or really as a manufacturer. BBJ not able to really get James Shelley's spot, but even so, this is still a great run for car number 44. The battle for 21st heats on. Noah Hart though looking to the outside, while Coben Black looking to the inside of Vince Freeze. Castle Racing having a pretty good run. And car number 51 certainly what they need in owner's points, but Noah Hart though holding his ground up top, while Paul Jackson looking to pin Noah Hart down near the grass. And into the 3rd corner they go. Toyota versus Ford versus Chevy. And Vince Freeze has decided to also join in. He gives a little bit of a bump to Noah Hart, and has made his way into contention for this 21st spot. And Paul Jackson drives it a little bit wide. Vince Freeze just having a little bit of a better line. And Noah Hart looks like he's still maintaining, keeping his momentum off the corner. And Noah Hart has his nose ahead for the time being, both on the brakes hard at the same time. Vince Freeze though putting the pressure on Paul Jackson, and is now looking to make it 3 wide on the both of them. Through the fast right-hander they go. Vince Freeze threading the needle between the both of them, looking to take 2 spots in one go. Coben Black though looking to do the exact same thing, but on the outside as they go through turns 9 and 10. Ooh, Freeze really got loose into the corner, and Noah Hart's going to be the one to top out ahead of everybody else, but that allows Aiden Shepard to join in on the party with Cole Baker in hot pursuit, and Garrett Sidner in car number 93. What a run this 93 car has in 27th for this team. Remember, this is a new team on the grid. They're looking very good, so if those guys keep battling it out, he could actually close in on the action as well. But Coben Black gets around Vince Freeze here, but you notice the lead pack in terms of the top 10, it's pretty much settled down unless Angel messes up big time. But you see Black really wiggled into the corner, wheel hopped it just that time around. That allows Vince Freeze to join in on the action. He's looking to try and get around him, while Aiden Shepard and Paul Jackson are battling it out. Him and Cole Baker spin out, and that allows Garrett Sidner some free positions. That's 2 free spots for him, and that might be up to 25th for car number 93. But coming towards the white flag, you notice the laps wind down here. 1 more lap to go here for Sean Angel. We haven't really talked about him much in this race because the lead, I guess you can say, has been a bit monotonous except for pit stops. But Sean Angel though, great strategy call here. The car looking very good in this run, and with a 1.32 second gap, he's got to really just nurse the car home if he can win this race. But Alex Benyako though, willing to put the pressure on, but it's a matter of how much time and how many corners he can do or really nail to catch that number 6 car. Angel just really quiet on the radio. Rodriguez Racing hungry for another victory this season. Sean Angel has won a race this season down at Swar, aka Oklahoma, and down the mini stretch and towards the right-hander they go. And for the final time here, down this also little miniature stretch and into the notorious corners of 9 and 10. Sean Angel for Rodriguez Racing made a great championship hunt last year, looking to do the same thing this year. Off the final corner, Sean Angel, 2nd win of the season. He will win here at Cleveland, holding off a voracious Alex Benyako. Car number 8 is going to have to wait again for another victory this season, but even so, a great points day for Alex Benyako. Hannah Allen gets a 3rd place run, heartbreak for them. They dominated this race, but pit stops ruined them at the end. Corey Williams gets the 4th, Shelley 5th, BBJ will get a top 10, keeping that consistency up. And that's really going to maintain that points gap he's had. He will lose a little bit of points to Shelley and Williams, as well as Yako to say the least, but even so, not too big of a loss. Tim Fiegel gets a 7th, Porkins 8th, Jeffrey White gets 9th, and Kyle Bachelli, who had a long drive here today, gets a top 10 for car number 17. But what a show for Sean Angel. The Canadian has done it, and his signature dab will come into play here today after his burnouts. But what a race here for the mid-pack specifically here. But even so, it wasn't completely dominated by Hannah Allen, but we had a great battle at the end, and Alex Minyako still not giving up here. His shot may not be over just yet, but he's trying to keep his championship hopes alive, and a second place run could justify the means here in the upcoming races. We hope you had a great time here at Cleveland, but as always, congratulations to the race winner, and in this case, Sean Angel, as we'll take a look at the rest of the race results, and as always, we'll see you next time.